السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to this class on the past progressive tense, which is also called the past continuous. Today, inshallah, we are going to learn how to make a sentence in the past progressive tense, how to make a question. Also, in the second part of our lesson today, we are going to learn how to use when with two tenses, past progressive and past simple. Let's get started. The first part in our lesson today is how to make a sentence in the past progressive tense and how to make a question. Look at this. Here we have some affirmative sentences and some negative sentences. For example, we can say, I was sleeping, he was sleeping, or we can say, we were sleeping, you were sleeping. So, here we used was and were with gerund. The past progressive tense is to use was and were plus the gerund. In negative sentences, we used I wasn't sleeping, he wasn't sleeping, or we weren't sleeping, you weren't sleeping. So, here we have was is used with I, he, she, and it. But were is used with we, you, and they. Also, in negative sentences, we used also wasn't with I, he, she, and it. But where weren't is used with we, you, and they. What about the question? Look at this. Yes or no question. Here we have some questions. We began our questions with was and were. Look at this. Was I sleeping? Was he sleeping? Or you can say, were we sleeping? Were you sleeping? And so on. The answer will be yes or no. Yes, I was. Yes, he was. Or you can say, yes, we were. Yes, you were. Yes, they were. Or when you say no, no, I wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, she wasn't, and so on. Or you can say, no, we weren't. No, you weren't. No, they weren't. Okay, guys, I think it's easy. The second part in our lesson today is to use when with past progressive. But before we explain this part, I'd like to say something. When we want to talk about the past in English, there are two basic tenses in the past. The first one is past simple. The second one is past progressive. An example of the past simple: I worked, I visited, she played, he went, and so on. An example of the past progressive: I was working, she was cooking, he was playing, they were eating, and so on. Let's understand the difference between the past simple and the past progressive. When we use the past simple, we are referring to something that happened at a specific point in the past. But when we use the past progressive tense, we are talking about something that continued during a period in the past. When we said she cooked, for example, she cooked, here in this example, we mean that she started and finished cooking in the past. So the action started and finished in the past. But when we said, for example, when we said I was cooking, I was playing, so we refer to something that is continuing in the past. Now we are going to talk about the use of the past progressive tense. Number one, we use the past progressive tense to refer to something that continued during a period of time. For example, Ali was studying all day. So, all day here refers to a period of time. What was Ali doing? He was studying all day. Number two, we use it, the past progressive tense, we use it to refer to something that happened during a particular moment in the past. We use the past progressive tense to refer that, or to refer to something that happened during a particular moment in the past. For example, at 9 p.m. Ahmed was sleeping. So if you ask it, for example, what was Ahmed doing at 9 p.m.? The answer would be he was sleeping. So at 9 p.m. is a particular moment in the past. Number three, and I think this is the most important use of the past progressive tense. We use it to refer to an action that was continuing when it was interrupted by another action. And this is our point today. Look at this. Here we have two actions. Action number one, action number two. In number one, I was taking a shower. In number two, the telephone rang. So there are two actions, two verbs, two clauses. We are going to connect the two clauses, with when. Look at this example. I was taking a shower when the telephone rang. So here we have was taken, past progressive tense. Here we have rang, past simple tense. The connector here is when. So if you ask, for example, what were you doing when I called you? The answer is I was taking a shower. So when here we use when to indicate that a longer continuous action is interrupted by a shorter one. The longer one is was taking a shower. The shorter one is rang. Let's do some exercises on the past progressive tense. Exercise A. Make sentences using when. Follow the example. We have an example here. Jack sleep here. Noise. We'll make a sentence using when in the middle of the sentence. Look at this. Jack was sleeping when he heard the noise. Jack was sleeping when he heard the noise. So here we have was sleeping. This is a past continuous verb. And here we have heard. It's a past simple verb. Number 1. Asma, cook dinner, electricity, go out. What's your answer? Good. Asma was cooking dinner when the electricity went out. In this sentence, we have two sentences, two clauses. The first one is was cooking. The second one is went out. We have two verbs here, two tenses, two different tenses. The first one is past progressive, the second one is past simple, and the connector here is when. Number 2. The people going home, fire, start. What's your sentence? Very good. The people were going home when the fire started. Here, the first verb is were going. The second verb here, started. This is past progressive, but this is past simple. Number 3. The workers leave building, elevator, stop. Make a sentence using when in the middle of the sentence. Good. The workers were leaving the building when the elevator stopped. Number 4. Majid look at trees he see apart. What's your sentence? Good. Majid was looking at the trees when he saw a parrot. Number 5. A thief steal car, police arrest him. What's your sentence? Very good. The thief was stealing a car when the police arrested him. Number 6. Students wait for bus, rain, start. What's your sentence? Very good. The students were waiting for the bus when the rain started. Another exercise. Exercise B. In this exercise, we are going to make sentences. We are going to make some sentences about the Smiths. Here we have a picture. The question here is, what were the Smiths doing when they arrived? The guests arrived early. What were the Smiths doing when they arrived? Write sentences. Look at this example. Mr. Smith was mowing the lawn. Mrs. Smith was peeling potatoes. Grandfather was watching TV. This is grandfather. This is Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith was peeling potatoes, but grandfather was watching TV. Grandmother was cooking a turkey. This is grandmother. She's in the kitchen. She's cooking a turkey. So the sentence is grandmother was cooking a turkey. Number 4. Big brother. What was he doing? This is big brother. He was lifting weights. He was lifting weights. Big brother. Number 5. Big sister. Where is big sister? Big sister. Yes, I think she is the big sister. Big sister, what was she doing? Yes, she was talking on the phone. I'm sorry. She was talking on the phone. Number 6. Little brother. Where is little brother? What was he doing? He was working the yard. He was working the yard with his father. Okay, I think it's easy. Number 7. Little sister. Where is little sister? I think she is little sister. What was she doing? She was sitting the table. Yes, she was sitting the table. Now we finished our lesson today, my dear students. Thank you. Enjoy your time. See you later, inshallah.